Welcome again, guys. This is Encrypted Block here, another cryptocurrency news update. So basically, things are not looking well for the Luna Classic ecosystem tokens, as there are some bad, very bad news, and I don't know how worse can it get. But let's just take a look at what has been happening to UST. I think the market is basically reacting to the news, right? Okay, so let's look at this. This is very crucial here. Look at this now. UST C dropped by 100 of a point. It come down all the way from 317 to 200. It happened so fast that, I just leave from the computer, went in the kitchen to do my early morning breakfast dinner thing, and literally 5 or so minutes after I had finished that and come back, I've seen this red line. Well, not a red line, but a red candle. I literally missed out on this opportunity to buy, because if I had come here and saw this, I would have definitely placed a market order and just buy at what it was currently selling for, because I know that I wouldn't be able to catch the 200 here. But this is very crucial. This is crucial to the news that has been happening, and we're seeing a bit of contraction. It hasn't gone very much. It has gone as high as 312, come back down to 298 there. It's definitely not looking good for the Luna ecosystem kinds. And let us take a look at Luna Classic here. It's definitely been here. When it fell this morning, right? It fell this morning, and I went in, purchased some UST, made a bit, probably around $8 or $9 profit. Not much. However, I thought that it was going to run. But when I went and I saw the news that I released to you, that Interpol has issued a red notice for Kwon, I'm like, wow, the market is basically reacting to the news. So this is definitely not looking good for lunatic ecosystem tokens. There are just too many variables here, right? Listen, this is not financial advice. I can be wrong with my analysis here. However, based on the news that has been coming out and the breakdown of how things are being sought, by the authorities, the security authorities in South Korea, and also international police, Interpol, to have Do Kwon arrested, right? What we're going to see thus far, we're going to see all of what was gained yesterday, all of what was gained yesterday morning is going to go completely haywire. All of that gain is going to wipe out because of the ongoing issues, right? And there are a lot of bad news, negative news. However, don't expect the grass to get any green now, right? It's not spring. Grasses are not going to spring. No. Basically, what has been happening is that I have another video to make to discuss in depth what's going to happen, because it is alleged that Do Kwon supposedly transferred 300,000, yes, well, not 300,000, but 3,000 plus Bitcoin to two exchanges. One of the exchange, they follow suit, and freeze the amount, supposedly 30 something million. And then another exchange, they did not follow suit, right? So supposedly after the 14th, when South Korea issued the arrest warrant for Kwon, the 15 Kwon, well, let us not say Kwon, but Luna Foundation guard, right? They went ahead. I think the funds was on Binance. Yes, the funds was on Binance, and they transferred it from Binance, supposedly, allegedly, to two exchange, right? And then it went from one of the exchanges kucoin, another is OKX, right? But I'm not thinking, if the funds were where they were, why would he haven't transferred the Bitcoin to a literal wallet? Why did he transfer it to a centralized exchange wallet? Like this is what I'm always saying. Do Kwon have any specialty that anyone else don't have? Because if you're really looking to elude the authority, why would you utilize a centralized exchange? And I know that a centralized exchange, more than likely, they are going to follow the rules. They are going to work with the regulators and freeze what has to be frozen. Now, with that said, things are not looking well. Okay, cool. The terra rebels, they have taken over supposedly the classic side of things, but what's gonna happen to Luna? This and the whole dishonesty of it is that when the whole Luna collapsed, when it collapsed, Kwon said that he had some Bitcoin and he had purchased how much thousand worth. He used how much thousand Bitcoin that they had, and they purchased UST Luna to try and stabilize the price. Seems like that was not true, because they had those Bitcoin, and none of what they had said, there wasn't any proof to say, okay, this is what they did and this is what they did not do, right? So they supposedly had those Bitcoins still well stocked off, right? And they supposedly gain from that, and that is one of the reasons why the South Korean authorities, Securities and Exchange Commission, they want to charge him. Yes, they want to charge him for that, because they supposedly claim that Luna Classic UST, those are unregulated securities. They want to charge him for that. Now, this is bad news. This is bad news for Luna. Can you imagine the Luna Foundation guard? They basically transferred 3,313 Bitcoin worth over $69 million were transferred from Luna Foundation guard to two crypto exchange operating outside South Korea. This was reportedly carried out shortly after the arrest warrant for Kwon was issued on the 14th of September. For the very first time since the ordeal, South Korean prosecutors managed to freeze some of the transferred Bitcoin. It was brought to light that the LFG abruptly created a wallet on Binance on the 15th of September, soon after which 3,313 Bitcoin was transferred to both kucoin and OKX wallet. It was further revealed that through the LFG account on Binance, transactions worth 1,354 Bitcoin were made to kucoin for 3 consecutive days starting from 15th of September. OKX garnered 1,959 Bitcoin, which is about 39 million. Southern District Prosecutor's Office Prosecutor Yang So Jong, the Securities Crime Joint Investigative Team Director Dang Zong Hong have been overseeing the investigation while these transactions surface. Wow, the team reached out to kucoin and OKX urging them to freeze the funds. While kucoin decided to comply with the request, OKX reportedly ignored the same. So, not everyone will supposedly adhere to various reasons to freeze, because basically, they have not said or convict him of any crime or of any wrongdoings, and they are yet to prove if he had anything to do with the whole collapse of the Luna ecosystem tokens. That's yet to be proven. So basically, he is just a person who is wanted for questioning, and that's just basically it. There are parts of the world that you just don't get convicted for a crime until you have, until the prosecutor have had enough evidence that you were actually the one who commit that crime. So Kwon has time and again claimed that he wasn't on the run and was even in touch with government officials. However, Kwon is a very deceptive and nefarious person. So, however, a former prosecutor thinks Kwon may have tried to use the enormous quantity of money as an Man, listen. So the quantity of money as an evacuation fund. So basically, they are saying that he is basically running with this money. Oh, what it basically, like, and it goes again to say it goes again to show you scientifically proven that these persons, these so-called regulators, these government officials, they don't know much of what they are talking about, because this is not like money in a bank. This is not like literal money. This is digital money, right? So where is he going to send that money? He could probably send the Bitcoin to an address which he could somehow redeem or exchange for fiat money. Like, what I am saying is that, for them to say that this is an evacuation fund, where is he going to run with a Bitcoin? Bitcoin is not something that you can hold and run with it. It's not like fiat currency. This just goes that these persons, they know nothing of what they are mentioning or talking about. But supposedly he wants to make a move with the money. Basically, he has to transfer it from one wallet to another wallet. So any asset that you have now in the digital space, what are you going to do? You have to transfer it from one wallet to another wallet or exchange it for fiat. So the argument of him trying to use this as an evacuation fund, it doesn't make much of a sense. Doesn't make much of a sense to me. In a normal criminal investigation, if a large sum of money is moved from a suspect account after the issuance of an arrest warrant, it is natural to conduct an intensive investigation with suspicion of laundering and concealment. We must first check whether it will be used as an evacuation fund. In addition to this, the prosecution is reportedly wary of escaping, laundering, or hiding following the arrest warrant. Furthermore, the prosecution is aware that Kwon is likely to deny association with the Bitcoin transfer, yet investigation as well as limiting Kwon's funds were taken to the front stage. Hey, this is definitely not good news. However, their so-called theory is, it just can't stand up anywhere where there is no sun. Basically need some sun to stand up. Anywhere else, it's not gonna stand up. Because someone doesn't transfer funds because they are guilty, and they have still hasn't enough proof to suggest that, what, LFG, they are associated with Kwon, and so I mean, this is at its core of a mess. And the takeaway point here is that you have to be careful as to what is going on now, because I'm pretty sure Luna is going to collapse. And as a matter of fact, the Luna ecosystem coins, they are going to collapse. That's just a warning. That's the one I'm giving you right now. So gonna give another video update later on. So enjoy the rest of your day.